Thank you for purchasing this product from my Etsy store, Excel Executive. There are other products there as well. Once you are done with this walkthrough, please take a look at those and maybe some might interest you. So to start, you are supposed to click this button, open settings, and this will open the last sheet. Here you are supposed to enter your settings for this product, and then the same will be reflected in other sheets. So first is the hourly target rate. So this is the rate that you are targeting. Right now it says $65 per hour. If you like to change it, you can change it. Let's say $80 and so on and so forth. I'm going to change it back to 65. Next is Upwork fee. So this is the fee that Upwork charges against every contract. So normally it's 10%, but maybe if it changes, you can change that as well. Maybe it's 11% or maybe it's 13%. So you can change that here, and that will apply on all contracts. Next are the JSS settings. So the job satisfaction score. So this is the target that you have decided that you would like to go for. So right now it says 90. Normally people set it to 95 or 96%, but I'm going to change back into 90. So if you want to change that, you can change that here. The next is the above JSS weeks required. So for JSS, we are looking at a rolling window of 16 weeks. So out of those 16 weeks, you would like 13 weeks to score above 90 in these settings. If you want to change it to 11 weeks, you can do that as well. If you want to change it to 14 weeks, you can do that as well. Normally, you would like your target rating, let's say it's 90% or 95%, to be at least for 13 out of 16 weeks. So this is what this means. The last is the connects setting. So if you have a normal Upwork subscription, you will get 10 connects per month. If you have the expensive one, then you will have 100 connects per month. So as per your working environment, you are supposed to set that. Let's say we are working with a simple one. So I have written here that I get 10 monthly connects per month. And if I have to use additional connects, then for that I have to pay $0.15 for each connect. So if this cost changes in the future, then you can do that as well. Right now it's 0.15, so I've written it. If it changes to 0.18, you can do that as well. So these are the 6 settings that you're supposed to do. Now this is a pane that I have created so that you can see that when we look at the dashboard, you see that the proposal pipeline will have these 6 stages, and I have written their definitions here so that you know that what each stage means. Now normally if you're working in Upwork, you already know what these terms mean, but still for reference I have created them here. So this is the settings sheet, and we have configured it as per our requirements, and of course these can be modified. Now we will start working and go through each sheet one by one. The first one is the proposals. This is the main entry sheet where you're supposed to write your proposals. Now these light pink or light brown are formula driven, so these will get populated automatically, and for these columns you are supposed to enter data yourself. So I will go through each column one by one. So first is the proposal ID. This will get populated automatically, as you can see, proposal 1, 2, 3 till 20. The next one is the date sent. This is the date on which you have sent this proposal. Here you will write the name of your client. Here you will select the project type. Now this list is created by me, but you can customize it if you like. So to customize it, you are supposed to go to the JS tracker entry. You have the entry part that I will explain later. Here you have all the project types. Now if you want to use these, you can use them. If you want to change them, then let's say if you have a new project type, you can type in here new project type, whatever its name is, obviously, and it will get populated automatically. So now I have typed new project type here as well. If I go back to the proposal sheet, you will see that that option is also available right here in the drop down. So what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to take a look at all of these, and if these work, then fine. Otherwise you're supposed to type in your own project types that you would like to work on. So if you want to delete any one of those or multiple, then you are supposed to select that row, go to the home tab, click this button and click delete table rows. This will remove it, and if I go back to the proposal sheet, you will see that that option is now gone. Next is the project title. Here you will write the name of your project, the contract type. We only have normally 2 types, the hourly type and the fixed type. So hourly type is where you can charge on a per hour basis. The fixed type is the one where you have milestones. Next is that the hours or the milestones that you proposed when you were talking to the client. So in this case, you are proposing that you will complete this work within 15 hours, and the amount that you are proposing is $950. Now against these proposed amounts, these are the final amounts. So these are the hours that are finalized. This is the hourly rate that has been finalized, and this is the contract value that has been finalized. And these are the statuses that I was showing you before with all the stages. So here you have submitted, viewed, interviewing, accepted, archived, and closed. So anytime for any proposal, when the status changes, you are supposed to change that status here manually. And the day you change the status, you're supposed to enter that date here as well for your record. And here you will enter the connects that you spent for that contract. Now, out of those, how many were free, how many were paid, and if there were any paid, how much did they cost? These three will get calculated automatically. And of course, this is created in such a way that it also takes into account any connects that have been carried over from the previous month. So this is a proper engine. This is going to work out perfectly for your purposes. So once you are done with this, you have entered all the data. And one more thing, that the hourly rate that is finalized, it has conditional formatting in it. So as we saw in the settings, I will show you that again, that we are targeting $65. So anything that is $65 or above $65 will turn green, and anything below will turn red, so that you have a very nice visual, so that you can get an idea that how many of these proposals that you were able to get with the hourly rate that you are targeting. So this is basically the main entry sheet where you are supposed to enter the data. The other sheets, they don't have much entry, and they give you a very nice information. The next part is the contracts one. So what you're supposed to do is that once you have gone through all the stages, so you are going to submitted, viewed, entering, accepted, archived, accepted. Once you have accepted a proposal, then when you go to the contract one, you are supposed to select that proposal from the drop down here, and it will populate all the values. So if I delete this, you'll see that all of these columns are now empty. So if I go back, let's say the first proposal number 1 with client 1 on a project 1 is now accepted. So once all the stages passed and this project has been accepted, then you are supposed to enter that in the contract sheet. So this will get populated automatically. Here you're supposed to select the proposal ID. So if I go back, the proposal ID is this one. So proposal 001. So I go to the contracts one. In this column I select proposal 001, and all of these fields will get auto populated. So you are supposed to, the contract value finalized is $800. Upwork fees 10%, which is $80. The connects cost for this proposal was $0.9, and out of, when we subtract these two from this, then this is the amount that you are supposed to receive. And then anytime you receive any payment, you will type in that amount here manually. So at the end of the contract, 719, this should also show 719 as well. This is the start date of the contract, this is the finish date of the contract, this is the contract status. Is it active or is it completed? Then once it is completed, you are supposed to select the GSS impact. So is it pending, positive, neutral, negative? And similarly, you're supposed to give a feedback ranking, which is from 0 to 5 stars. So this is the contract sheet. Next is the GSS tracker entry. So here, as we are working with a 16-week timeline, which is rolling, so what you're supposed to do, again, this column will get populated automatically. This is the date on which you record your GSS score. So what you're supposed to do, that at the end of each week, you are supposed to enter the date. Let's say next Monday is on 2nd November, so I will write in 2nd November like this, and it will say week 27, and if the rating is, let's say, 90, then I will write 90 here. So you are supposed to enter your GSS score every week in this table, and the rolling 16 weeks window will get updated automatically in the dashboard. So now we are done with all of these sheets: the proposal sheet, the contract sheet, the GSS tracker entry, and the settings. And now to the main part for which you have paid, the main part of this product, which is this very nice dashboard. So the dashboard has two parts. This whole is the first part. This is the GSS tracker, and this remaining part is the complete dashboard. So the GSS tracker This will work on a 16-week rolling window. So the last 16 weeks, it will give you their rankings. The dark brown means that it is above the target, and the light brown means that it is below the target. And you can hover over any one of these bars to see the actual value. So in this case, you can see the value is 89, which is below target. Our target is 90 in this case. This is above target, it's 90, and this is also above target, it's 95. You have a legend here as well. This gives you the average GSS score for these 16 weeks. Now weeks required above 90 are 13. Now these were done in the settings tab. So here, if I go to the settings one, I wrote here 13. If I change it, let's say to 14, then this will get updated automatically. Now you can see that weeks required above 90 are 14 now. I'm going to go back and change it back to 13, like so. So if I go back, you can see that it's changed to 13 as well. Weeks above 90, this will calculate this. So you can see that 12 are above 90 and 1, 2, 3, 4 are below 90. This is how it's calculating this 16-week window, and this is the average percentage for these 16 weeks. So this will not get affected with these slicers that we are going to use below. So here you have two slicers. So one is the month drop down, the second is the years drop down. Everything else is locked. So let's say for 2026, we have sent 15 proposals. Out of those 15 proposals, 3 were accepted, which is a win rate of 20%. The net earnings that you are supposed to earn out of those contracts is $25,408, and out of that you have already received $6,650. So if I go back, these values are coming from the contracts one. So these are the net earnings that you are supposed to receive, and these are the net earnings that you have received till date. Back to the dashboard. So the next one is the Upwork fee that you have paid, and this is the amount that you have paid in connects. So you have paid $9, which are 60 paid connects used. This is for the whole year of 2026. The next is the planning net earnings and actual net earnings. So these are the planning net earnings and these are the actual ones. So these are bifurcated month-wise from Jan till December. The first one is the planned net earnings, and these are the actual net earnings. And if you want to see an exact value, you can hover over one of the bars and it will show you the exact value. So this is for 2026, and if I change it to 2027, it will show you the values for 2027. I will go back to 2026. The next is win rate by project types. So these are the project types that you have, and of course you can change them like I showed you. These can be customized. So let's say for all the projects that come under web development, the win rate is 50%. So let's say you submitted 4 projects against web development in 2026. Out of those, 2 were accepted, and for those 2 you are working, they are your active contracts and you are getting paid for those. For data entry it's 25%, and for others it's not applicable. The next is the tracker for connects. Now this gets activated only once you select a specific month, otherwise it is going to show you 0 values. I'm going to show you once I select a month from the drop down. The last one is the proposal pipeline. So for 2026 you submitted 4 proposals. So the total number of proposals that were sent were 15. So this is 4, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So it covers all of these. So out of those, 4 are in the submitted phase, 4 are in the viewed phase, 3 are in the interviewed phase, 3 have been accepted, and 1 is in the archived. Now if you are getting confused what is the meaning of archived and what is the meaning of closed, you can go back to the settings tab, and here you have all the definitions. So archived is that proposal was declined or withdrawn, and closed is that contract is complete, and the complete amount, the net earnings, you have received that as well. So once that is done, then you are supposed to change the status in the proposals table, and that will get reflected back in this dashboard. So this is the proposal pipeline. It gives you a very nice view that how much you submitted and how much were accepted, and so on and so forth. So now the last one, the connects tracker. So let's say I'm going to select December in this case, or let's say I'm going to select October. So from the drop down I will select October, and this will update everything in this dashboard. So in October 2 proposals were sent, and out of those 2 none of them won at this point in time. Of course, because I have entered some dummy data, that is why you're seeing this net earnings. Obviously these things should be 0 as well. Anyways, so the connects tracker is now showing you the data for October 2026. So was there any carryover from the previous month? No. What is the connect budget? It's 10 per month. So connect 0 plus 10 is 10. So we have 10 connects available for this week. So we have used 11 in total. So 10 plus 1. Free connects used 10. Paid connects used 1. For that we paid $0.15, and the cost per proposal is 0.08. So this is 0.15 divided by 2. So this is how you get the connects tracker for each month. Let me change it for December, let's say. So here you can see that from November, the carryover, all of these connects, because we had no activity in November, so the carryover from the previous month was 10. For this month the budget is 10, so we have 20 free connects available for this month. We used 26 in total, so free connects used were 20 here, and paid were 6, and for those 6 we paid $0.9, and cost per proposal was 0.23. Again, 0.9 divided by 4 is the value. So anytime you select a month, then this is going to get active as well, and of course everything else will also get filtered. And if you want to remove it, just press the delete key, and then it will show you the data for the whole year. So this is the product to track your work on Upwork. Once again, thank you for the purchase and have a nice day.